Welcome to our cookie chat. I'm Vicky, or Flipper, and I'm the Vice President of Program and Property. And joining me this evening is...
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm the Vice President of Product and Retail Sales.
And behind the camera, who you're going to hear a little bit about, but you can't see, is Linda Bridges, our Vice President of Marketing. And she's going to be on. If you have any questions, just type in the comments field, and she'll ask questions periodically throughout the evening.
That is right. That's correct, yes.
Well, let's get us started. So what we're going to do is, Linda's provided me with the top 10 frequently asked questions within the cookie sale. And so we're just going to kind of talk them through, and when questions come on in, we will answer the questions. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay, Alison, I have a question.
All right.
I've noticed some people coming in and you've been giving them this cute little box.
Yes.
Or you've been mailing them this cute little box.
That's true.
Where's my box?
Well, Vicky, the boxes are being mailed and given to traditional troops who are signed up for the cookie sale.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yes.
So what are inside this box?
So the first thing in the box to mention is the cookie kickoff guide. And this has a lot of important information for troops to get them started with the sale and some fun things about the sale. And also has a fun page here that shows them what to do with some of the contents of their box.
Build a campfire.
Build a campfire is one of the very first things to do. That's right. That's right.
What else is in there?
Well, what else in there is some information about this year's recognitions.
Awesome.
2 sides there. There's also a sheet about the troop per girl average prizes and opting out.
Okay.
Here at the bottom. There are cookie order cards for each girl in the troop. A fun maze for the girls to do.
Ooh.
Where they can, another picture. Oh, Vicky's gonna do hers right now. and also a goal sheet so that the girls can decide when they're talking about their goals how many boxes of cookies they think they need to sell to reach their goals. And there's also very good, Vicky, very good. And this fun game to teach the girls the 5 skills of the cookie sale. Yes, I am ready for one of the questions from the game.
Decision making.
Decision making.
What are the top selling cookies across the country?
The top.
There's 3.
Oh, there's 3. Top selling Girl Scout cookies are
Girl Scout cookies.
Thin Mint.
Correct.
Caramel Delights.
Correct.
And the third one's really tricky. Peanut Butter Patties.
You are a cookie expert.
Oh, I am a cookie expert. That's right.
During that, you were talking about this cool thing.
Yes.
So do you remember in September we had a cool meeting?
Yes, we did. We invited, we had put an invitation out to all volunteers and girls to come and give their input on the cookie recognitions this year.
So I see it's a little bit different for a point system. You want to talk us through a little bit about that?
Yes, I can. So the prizes between 100 and 900 boxes of cookies, when you sell those, you get points that go with that. And then we have prizes here that equal those points. So let's say if you, according to our point calculator here, if you sold 550 boxes of cookies, how many points would you have, Vicky?
500 points.
You'd have 500 points. That's right. So if you wanted to, you could choose this 500-point prize, which is a cool ice skating adventure.
Ooh.
I know. But let's say it's on April 30th this year. So let's say you're busy on April 30th.
Yeah.
You already know you're going to be out of town with your family.
Going to be out of town.
All right. So instead of if you didn't want that prize, you have 500 points to spend. So you could choose a 400-point llama and a 100-point bracelet.
Or I could get 5 bracelets.
Or you could get 5 100-point bracelets.
Bling
That's
my
right.
arm.
That's right. You could share them with your friends.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. So there's a way for the girls to have extra choice in what they choose. But it does mean that the prizes are not cumulative this year like they have been in the past years.
Okay, awesome. Well, it sounds like we have a question coming in.
We have a question.
Linda?
Well, we don't have a question, but I want to welcome all 14 viewers that are currently watching this live.
14.
And I want to let everyone know, if you like what you're hearing, feel free to hover over that like button and press like or press love or ha. We want to know what you are loving about this Facebook Live.
Right.
Okay, awesome.
Right.
So we spoke a little bit about recognitions. Talk to me a little bit about like paperwork, incentives, like sweeps, lots of things there.
Yes, there's lots of things there. The So there will be 4 sweeps this year.
You told me about these.
Yes, I did. I did tell you. Do you remember what the dates are, Vicky?
Yeah. The first one's February 23rd.
That's right.
Okay. The second one's March 2nd.
Very good.
The third one's March 9th.
Yes.
And the last one is March 20th.
Very good.
Do I get one of those pins?
Well, almost. I think you have to answer a few more questions before I can make you a cookie expert.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there's a question.
Well, I have a question. So
Okay.
those were a lot of dates.
Yes.
Where can people find those dates?
Okay, well, I may have cheated a little. The dates are in the back of this
Cookie
cookie
kickoff
kickoff guide. There's little important cookie days right there.
Right.
Right there for you.
Right. And also, the dates can be found in the cookie manuals that are posted to the council website under the form section and under cookie resources.
Yeah. Oh, Linda has a question.
We actually have 2 questions. Our first one comes from Renee Butler. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce your name. She wants to know, can they earn them at Camp Foxtail? Renee, you might need to just kind of clarify your question and we'll answer that for you. Hi, Brandy. Hi, LaQuinta Lavender. But Claudia Lewis has a question.
Okay.
Great.
And her question
Claudia's in Tonopah.
is... Tonopah.
Yes.
Welcome. Hello to Tonopah. How many boxes to earn a theme patch?
Oh, the theme patch is earned by selling 36 boxes, which is 3 cases.
You know what? Renee's question actually also... Renee, I hope to see Zoe at camp again this summer. But I think what she might be talking about is the 1,000 Club.
Oh, the 1,000
Club.
Yes.
So this year, if you reach the 1,000 Club, you do get a free session of camp.
You get a free week of
Yeah.
camp, either up at Camp Foxtail or here at Ducktail.
Yep, up there or down here, and it's we are really working on a program guide right now, which will be released at Cookie Kickoff.
Cookie Kickoff, that's going to be a fun event. What kind of stuff's going to happen at Cookie Kickoff?
Well, not only are we going to be launching camp, and everyone can have their camp brochure they can collect right there, or it'll be mailed within the following weeks following that. There will be girl-led stations. So we have troops who are leading the stations based upon the 5 skills. The girls can go around and they earn reward from attending those stations. So it's all over the area here at council. And if you want to register, there's still time. Just go online and register.
Great. I think we had another question.
We do. So Claudia clarified, and she would like to know, how do you earn a walkabout patch?
Oh, the walkabout patches can be purchased at the council shop. And for you in Tonopah, I'm sure we could send one to you if you wanted to. A walkabout patch is a fun patch that some girls might want to have on their vest or their sash, just showing that they did a walkabout. A walkabout is when we go door to door with a parent or guardian selling cookies that you have on hand.
Great. And then Renee had another question. In past years, if they sold 1,000 or more, they could go to camp. Is that still... That was her question.
That was
Yes.
So we answered
See,
that one, right?
I
Yes,
prematurely saw it
You
there.
knew.
Yes, camp is an option this year for if you sell 1,000 or more. So we're super excited to see the girls at camp. Last year, I think we had 54 girls that attended camp and used that incentive. So we'd love to see more girls up there. So we talked a little bit about the recognitions there. What happens if, as a troop, I want to do something different? Can I opt out of this?
You can. The opt-out option last year was only available to older girls, but this year it's available to all age levels
That's awesome.
and all multi-age level troops.
Wow.
Traditional troops. And some information about that, like I said, can be found on this form. The opt-out form itself can be downloaded from the website under the form section. The opt-out this year is it's $10.
$10
Per 100 boxes.
per 100 boxes
Per girl.
per girl.
Right.
So I can't just take how many cookies my whole troop sells and then times that by 10.
Correct. That
It's
is not
per girl.
per girl. So
Okay.
if a girl sells 150 boxes of cookies and the troop opts out, then the troop would make an extra $10.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so before
yes.
we get to Linda's question on that, can
Yes.
I opt out of everything or do some things not opt out of?
So when you choose the opt-out option, what you're opting out of is anything on the sheet that has points, has a
Okay.
point value. Anything that has boxes, say the Grand Cookie Club or the 1500 Club, or the per girl average, you cannot opt out of those. So,
So
the
if I-
most you can opt out of is the 900 points.
So if I sold 1,001 boxes of cookies,
Yes.
I can opt out of my 900 points.
You keep, yeah.
But I can still go to the animal adventure, and I can still have a week at Foxtail or Ducktail.
Correct.
That sounds good.
Correct.
Sounds good. Now, Linda, over to you.
Yeah, so Brianna Driscoll would like to know, so the walkabout patch isn't something that gets sent, we have to purchase it only.
That is for purchase in the shop, yes.
Okay, and then one final question, or another question, and this comes from someone I don't know at all, someone by the name of Jenna Brown. She would like to know, if my troop opts out, do they still get patches?
Yes,
Ooh.
your troop still earns the achievement bar patches that correspond to the number of boxes that the girls sold. So they still get the patches. They just don't. The only thing they're opting out of is the experiences and the points on the front.
Okay. So I've learned a lot already.
Have you?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I have. I've learned quite a lot. But how did people learn this?
How do people learn this?
Yeah.
Well, they went to training.
Oh, cookie.
Yes, there are several different trainings that we've offered. First would be a cookie rookie. Those were a 2-hour training.
2-hour training.
2-hour training. Most of those were in-person trainings.
Okay.
That we just had. We'll have one tomorrow, and then we have a couple of webinars, and that's the last ones that we have scheduled. But really, most people have already taken their training. The experienced cookie people who aren't rookies were able to take an online training through Smart Cookie Guild.
So it's not too late.
Oh no, it's never too late.
Never too late.
Never too
Okay.
late. If we have a troop that just is forming now, they could take their training at any time and get started with the cookie sale. We don't up until March 12th. I mean, I guess if you wanted to sell some cookies right at the very end, we could do that also.
Okay, so Linda.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions coming in, and I
let's go.
love
a
it.
lot of questions.
Love it. So if I miss you, please ask it again. Andrea wants to know, what about me and my guy?
Me and my guy. Yes, we that one wasn't included in the book, but we do have that. We will have that available in Snap again for everybody to choose.
Awesome. Joanne would like to know, and hi Joanne, will there be booths at Albertsons?
I'm afraid not. There won't be any booths at Albertsons. The corporate business of Albertsons does not allow any sort of booths like that.
Great. And one final question. Gretchen Grierson would like to know, I have a girl whose brother has baseball tournaments. Can she walk about at this type of event?
She can walk about. The only thing that she couldn't do would be to stop at a table and set up a booth sort of like this where you're displaying things. If you have something in a wagon, right, or you have cookies in your car and somebody says, hey, I want to buy some cookies, you could sell them to them. You just can't set up a booth like this with cookies all, standing up.
Okay, cool. So this year's an important year.
It is an important year for Girl Scout cookies.
Why?
It is the 100th anniversary of girls selling cookies as a fundraiser to support their troop activities. Yay,
That's
for
awesome.
100 years.
And you were there the first year, right?
I was there the very first year. That is true. I baked cookies myself.
So to celebrate the 100th anniversary, what cool things are we doing?
Well, I think we should defer to Linda, our marketing person, so she could tell us what kind of cool things we might be expecting.
Everyone should be receiving cookie grams that I send out weekly.
Great.
But if you have a photo of you as a Girl Scout selling cookies or just participating in Girl Scouts, I would love to have those so we can showcase on Facebook and in our newsletters and on our website to really showcase what Girl Scouts has meant over the decades.
But there is one big thing that they're doing for the 100th.
There is one big
There
thing.
is.
Yes.
Dun, 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 the s'more cookie.
The s'more cookies to celebrate 100 years of Girl Scouts selling cookies.
I'm going to place a bet that I think this will be the second most sold cookie this year.
You think so?
I think so. I think so. I think it'll be really well. Linda, you have a question?
I have several.
Oh.
Brandy, let me know if I asked this right. They're coming in fast and furious. Brandy would like to know, when will we be receiving the letter from Smith's that we can sell there?
I have not received that yet from Smith, so as soon as I have it, I will be forwarding that on. I do know that this year they're going to allow us 11 days out of the wholesale, so I will be letting everybody know about that.
Great. Lakeisha has a question. I haven't reviewed parent training yet. Can you give us a quick overview of what to expect?
Oh, that's a great question. Because this is the first year that we have a parent informational video that we would like the parents to view, and that is where the parent permission form is. It's about 20 minutes, and what we're really emphasizing this year is that when a girl sells cookies with a troop, that the money belongs to the entire troop and does not follow the girl in any way. And this is so that we can conform to IRS guidelines. And also, it's very traditional for Girl Scouts to sell as a troop that everybody in the troop benefits, no matter how many boxes of cookies they sold or if they sold at all.
Okay. Yeah.
Vicki, I have a question for you from Joanne. Joanne would like to know, I know this isn't cookie related, but is there a timeline for Foxtail dates to be released?
Yes, so Foxtail dates will be released at Cookie Kickoff. So that's January 28th. So we're building them right now. I'm working with Linda actually. We're coming up with our camp guide. And then our registration team, we're working together to make sure everything's up and ready on the website by January 31st so people can start registering. So go and look at the camp guide, see what sessions you want to do, and then hop online and start choosing your sessions.
So you could see the camp sessions online before you even get the book in your hand.
Yes. Everything will be live, ready for Cookie Kickoff. So we're super excited.
We're really excited. I think I can answer this question from Claudia Lewis. Have you tasted the other baker's s'mores cookies, and how do they compare?
Okay.
So actually, Claudia, there have been several national taste tests. Bon Appetit, People Magazine, Good Morning America, they all did live taste tests, and our cookie received the better results. They liked our cookie over Little Brownie Baker. So it'll be interesting to see how our audience reacts as well.
A little personal choice there.
Yes.
So, Alison.
Yes.
Last year, I had to log into Snap a few times.
Yes.
We had some issues.
Yes, there was some issues with Snap last year.
So how are the issues going to be fixed for this year?
So ABC partnered right after last year's cookie sale. They started partnering with IBM to stabilize Snap and to add a few enhancements. Most of the enhancements are in reporting, so most people won't notice those. But there are several ABC councils that are already in their sale throughout the country, and they are reporting no issues with Snap this year.
No issues.
No, there have been no
awesome.
issues with Snap this year. Everything seems to be running very smoothly.
Okay, awesome. So, Linda now has a question.
Real quick question from Andrea. She would like to know if there is a decorative llama patch with the year on it. Do you know that, Allison?
A decorative llama patch.
That's something we might have to research and get back with you, Andrea.
Right. I'm not aware of one other than the theme patch.
Great.
Okay. We'll look into that. So what happens if I have some forms that I'm trying to look for? Where would I find any forms that we have for the cookie sale?
So the forms, most forms can be found on our website, which is girlscoutsnv.org. You click on forms at the top of the page, and then click on cookie forms. Also, you could go to the cookie section, and there's resources, a cookie resources section there. Most forms can be found.
Okay. So cookie season is really upon us. Like how many days till cookie season? When's it start?
The girls can start taking their pre-orders on Friday. It's really close.
And then booths start pretty soon, right?
Booths start on February 18th.
Okay. And then I got to drive the van last year.
Oh, for Cookie 911. Oh,
yeah.
We love Cookie 911.
What is Cookie 911?
Cookie 911 is a fun program that we have where our staff take turns and schedule themselves to work in teams. We have a special phone number. I'm sorry, I don't know the phone number off the top of my head. We have a special phone number. It's in the cookie manual that you can call if you have a cookie emergency. Say you're at a booth and somebody came and said, I want 3 cases of mints. Oh, you don't have any mints left now. So you could call Cookie 911 And if we're in your area and we can get there fast enough, we will bring you some mints or caramels or peanut butter patties.
Right.
Or s'mores.
Or s'mores. Right.
Or s'mores. So talk to me a little bit about if I get all my paperwork in on time and everything. Like, why?
If everything goes really smoothly with your sale, your paperwork is all turned in on time, and all the sweeps go fine, your troop will earn $1 per box for cookies, which is one of the highest in the country. Some councils in our area only pay 35 cents per box. So our incentive is really pretty high.
It is pretty high. Linda, do you have a question over there?
We sure do. So
Okay.
Shannon, like 2 questions. Shannon would like to know, are there any new locations for cookie booths this year?
Well, right now, there's some dedicated volunteers in the service units who are out right now asking businesses. And so I'm not even sure exactly where all the locations are yet. We're going to be getting those in the next couple of days.
Okay.
Because the first booth lottery is next week.
Ooh. So I think we need a clarification. Claudia says that Snap shows 2 dates for the initial order, January 23rd and 25th.
January 23rd is the date that the girls should be turning in their order to the troop leaders or to the cookie managers, and the 25th is the date that the cookie managers need to submit it in Snap.
Okay.
So the order can be placed.
To help.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So we are a sister to every Girl Scout, right, Alison?
We are a sister to every Girl Scout.
But what happens if I'm like going along somewhere and I see an illegal booth?
Oh, I'm not really a fan of the term illegal booth.
Okay.
I find that usually, if somebody is doing something that could be perceived as wrong,
Okay.
sometimes it's just misinformation.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
most of our leaders and our girls want to do the right thing,
Okay.
and sometimes it could be a miscommunication.
I like that.
Right? So I'd like to give, assume positive intent.
Assume positive intent. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Linda, do you have a question over there?
No question, but I just wanted to let everyone know that we are almost done with our very first Facebook Live session.
This has been so much fun, Vicky.
We have covered all the questions we wanted to except for one. So if anyone else has any other questions, go ahead and type them in and I'll get to them as soon as I can.
So let's finish up with money. So troop bank accounts.
Troop bank accounts.
Talk a little bit about troop bank accounts, like when I have to have my money in. I know we went through the 4 sweeps, but what more do I need to know?
So it's very important that each troop has a bank account, because that's where when the girls turn in money to the troop cookie manager, that's where all the money is going to get deposited. So if for some reason you have a troop that has no bank account, we need to get that taken care of ASAP. You're going to deposit all the money in there, and then on those dates that we discussed and that you can find in the cookie manual, the sweeps will be made, and what council will do is take out council's portion and leave your troop profit right in your own bank account.
Okay. Linda, do you have a...
Yeah, we have questions coming in.
Okay.
So Renee, I hope I got this question right. Is Cookie... I think I got this right. Is Cookie pre-ordering for initial orders only on Saturday or any Friday or Sunday? I think pickup. Sorry, is Cookie pickup for initial orders only? Renee, that was my fault. You might need to ask that one more time.
Say it one more time. I'm not sure.
I had to furiously write that down. So Renee, ask your question. We'll get right to you. Jessica has a great question. What is Flipper and Allison's favorite cookies?
Oh, you go first.
Well, my personal favorite cookie of all of our cookies is the gluten-free cookie, because I do need to eat gluten-free. So I do think that it's a very delicious cookie.
I would say last year it was Caramel Delights, but this year I took the small cookie, I roasted a marshmallow, and I took another small cookie and made a small cookie.
You made a s'more. Oh
try
my
that,
gosh, it's a s'more.
Your world has changed. I tell you.
You're going to start a revolution.
Revolution. Small cookie. Try it. Linda?
Yeah, Marisol has a question.
Hi, Marisol.
Hi, Marisol. She would like to know, are we done with avatars and the cookie app? Is that something you can talk about, Allison?
Was it avatars for the nut sale?
There was avatars for the nut sale. I think I have heard that in the future they're looking at avatars, but I am not at all sure about anything specific about avatars. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Victoria has a question.
It's not me.
Not you, Victoria. I wonder if Victoria speaks with a British accent. You'll have to comment and let us know, Victoria. So she would like to know, why are cookie pre-orders only 1 week?
Ooh, good question.
That is a good question. A few years ago, we switched to what is called, if you're talking to a cookie company, to a hybrid sale. So before, we were mostly a pre-order sale. So there would be weeks and weeks where the girls would take pre-orders, and then just a short amount of time for booth sales. It is traditional. It is pretty well known by the cookie companies that direct sale sells more cookies. You're going to sell more cookies if you have a box of cookies in your hand than just a promise that someday you're going to bring back the cookies. So people are pretty much impulse buyers when it comes to cookies. So sales increase if we have a more direct sale. But we did want to have some time for girls to sell to friends and family to deliver in person.
Cool. All right. Linda?
Awesome. Thank you. So Renee clarified. Thank you, Renee. The pickup date for your first initial order, is it only on Saturday to 11? Or are there any pickups Friday or Sunday of that weekend?
So we have our mega drop out here at the council office. That's on February 10th. There are some service units that are running their own pickup times out in the field. So whichever day works for you, troops can pick any delivery site that they want on that first initial weekend. If a Saturday works better for you, then you would pick a Saturday at the closest to your home. But more and more service units seem to want to use the Mega Drop here because it worked really well. But it is a Friday, and so if you can't get off of work, then to come to the Mega Drop, or if you can't get enough vehicles here on a Friday, you will have some Saturday options.
Great. Okay, so Mark would like to know, what happened to the cookies that had the dinosaur print and the chocolate on the bottom? Are you familiar with that, Allison?
A dinosaur print. I know I was around for the first cookie sale. I don't remember any dinosaurs, but I know that with ABC cookies, in the past, so I should say this before, in the past, when I was really a child and I really sold cookies, there were seven or eight different cookie companies.
Oh.
Now there's only 2.
Okay.
There's ABC, who we are with, and Little Brownie. I don't remember anything with a dinosaur on it, but I know that ABC has the standard cookies that we always have, and then there's one cookie that they keep for 2 years. So s'mores will be around for 2 years. Last year it was the cranberry citrus crisps that had mixed reviews, and before that was something else. So they every 2 years they introduce one new cookie to put in with the standard assortment.
Linda, what more questions do you have over there?
Yeah, so Gretchen would like to know, is it possible to do a Facebook Live for Juliet leaders? And based on the popularity of this Facebook Live, absolutely, Gretchen. I think that's something we can definitely plan for the future.
Yes, that sounds great.
Do you have more questions over there?
Sure do, they're coming in.
Okay.
So Jessica would like to know, is there any way I can volunteer to help this cookie season? It seems like so much fun.
You are right. It is so much fun. The big need for volunteering during the cookie sale is at Mega Drop on February 10th, or out in your service unit if your service unit has a cookie delivery in your area, and also in the cookie cupboard during the sale. The cookie cupboard is going to be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, Saturdays 9 to 5, and Sundays 10 to noon.
Wow.
So we need lots of volunteers. to help us get the troops' orders together, roll them out to their car, and help them load up and help them sign for them.
And Allison, volunteers can be organizations, companies, Rotary clubs, sororities. So if you have an organization that would really like to help, please help us. We'll take all the help we can get.
Right.
Okay, so one more question from Brianna, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Actually, a couple more questions. Gretchen wants to know, bouncing off that, can older girls volunteer?
Yes, I think they can. I would like them to be in high school.
Okay.
Great. So Brianna, she needs some clarification. When will more info about Cookie Kickoff be sent?
Yeah, so Cookie Kickoff is already on our website. So if you head over to girlscoutsnv.org on the events section, there's a little description there. If you want more, then contact me or contact someone in the office. 702-385-3677. We can give you more information on that.
So can I have one follow-up to the girl volunteers? We'd love to have them, but a girl who volunteers will need a parent or guardian to stay with her. So if it's a whole troop leader can stay. Somebody needs to be responsible for them because we're kind of busy and we can't be responsible for the girls too.
Another question there, Linda?
Yes. So I'm going to take these final two questions. The first one is going to be from Teresa. Teresa says, "Yay cookies!"
Yay cookies!
Yay cookies!
Just out of curiosity, how many girlies are you hoping for at the overnight Grand Canyon event?
Oh.
How
many girls do you think are going to make that 1,500?
So last year we had 16 girls make the 1,500 and we went to Disneyland. So
16.
Yeah, 16.
That's a lot.
So I'm hoping for around the same, 16 to 20. 16 to 20, 20, 50.
50 would be great.
So last year we had 16.
All right, so we're going to ask our final question for this Facebook Live session. Comes from Claudia. Great question, Claudia. She'd like to know, where do Cookie Share cookies go?
Great question.
That is a good question.
I was supposed to ask that.
Yeah, you were supposed to ask that. That was one of our top 10 questions. The vast majority of the cookies go to Blue Star Mothers, who sends them overseas and also gives them to local veterans who need assistance. So some of them get sent over to Afghanistan and Iraq and other troops serving overseas. And actually last year we got a really great presentation from the Blue Star Mothers with a flag that was flown over Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. So it was really great. And then some cookies go to 3 Square. The cookies that they can't send, they go to 3 Square for people, of course, who need food assistance, and also to Safe Nest, which is an organization that helps abused women and children.
Beautiful. In closing, Allison, if people have more questions about cookies, where can they call and where can they email?
So the best email to get answers to questions about cookies is productsales@girlscoutsnv.org. And the best number to call is our office number, 702-385-3677. We have several people in the office that answer the phones that have all the same cookie information that I do. And some of them know more than I do because they involved with the cookie sale before. And as you might know, this is my first year being this involved with the cookie sale.
I'm now a cookie expert.
And now Vicky is a cookie expert.
Well, I want to close by saying thank you guys for joining us here on Facebook Live. And don't forget that we're always here for you. We want to thank you for everything you do, and the cookie sale wouldn't be successful without every single one of you.
That's
so
right.
If you have a question, you have a concern, you have a comment, please reach out to us. Oh, here comes Linda to say hi.
Yeah, and the girls couldn't do the great things that they're doing without you. So we really appreciate it.
We appreciate everything. So thank you guys so much, and see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.